Hi everyone, welcome to another episode here at Go Get Gluten-free. Today I'm going to be talking about what I do when I get glutened. Okay, so I was out the other day and I was in a rush, I was hungry, I wasn't concentrating, I picked up some rice, didn't double check to see if it was gluten-free, ate it, and then an hour later the classic symptoms started to show. Stomach cramps, feeling fatigued, just wanted to get home and get to bed. So I'm going to talk you through a few things that I have found that work for me when I get glutened. They're not going to work for everyone, I'm not a nutritionist, but these are things through trial and error over the years that have really helped me get back to where I need to be when I get attacked with the old gluten. First thing I do when I get up is I boil a cup of water and I add a slice of fresh lemon and a teaspoon of honey. The reason I do this is I find it really gives my stomach cramps some ease. They kind of die down in the short term, and it soothes and detoxes, and it really brings me up to a level where I can start to function at the very least. The second thing I do is I make one of my breakfast smoothies. If you want to see how I make one of my breakfast smoothies, just click on the I there. If you haven't got time, then very quickly I'll tell you I add some super greens, some spinach, some broccoli, I'll put some fruit in there, things that are good for the digestive system, lots of fibres, and I'll add some almond milk, blend it up, get a big glass, and then I'll take that down. And what that does is it gives me more energy, it wakes me up, it gets the gut moving in a healthy, more balanced way than what you may have experienced when you've been glutened, which I don't think I need to go into too much detail about, but it really makes me feel a little bit more vibrant, more awake, and I can start trying to get on with the tasks that I've got throughout the day. Now there's some key foods which I will definitely stay away from. Dairy is a must. I struggle with dairy anyway, but for those that don't, I would always advise to stay away from the dairy if you've been glutened. The body's not really prepared to break it down, it's not good at breaking it down, so don't put it in there when your gut has already taken quite a battering. I'm also going to be staying away from fatty foods, processed foods, high sugar foods, bread, starches, things like that. Things that are just going to go in and start boom, 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 boom in your gut. You don't want that. You want to make it a smooth day, really let it have a little bit of time off. So some foods I will eat are lots of vegetables, lots of veggies, and I know veggies can be boring on their own, so I'll make something like a broth. I'll make a broth, I'll put some broccoli in there, some celery, some kale, some carrots, leeks as well, lots of things like that. Make a nice broth, and then when you drain it so you get the fluid, I would put the vegetable remains back in, because that's got lots of nutrients. Nutrients are a good thing, healthy, positive nutrients, which are just going to start making you feel better about yourself. So these are some foods that I will be eating throughout the day. Have another smoothie. The broth, usually you'll have enough to last a day or two. So there's plenty of foods there that you can eat. And sometimes when you get glutened, just sitting in a corner and having a cry sorts that out, makes you feel a little bit better. Sometimes you can feel angry at yourself, let down, disappointed. I should have read it a little bit more. But we're human at the end of the day. We're going to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up too much about it, and stay strong. If you've got suggestions on what to do when you get glutened, I would certainly love to hear about them. I know people watching would love to hear about them. So if you could please take the time just to comment below anything that you think can make the situation better, then it would be really appreciated. Of course, I'll be doing plenty of videos. I'll be doing videos weekly, I'll be mixing it up. I like to do a little bit of humour, I like to do some cooking, and I like to be informative as well. All keeping related under the tree of Go Get Gluten-free. So please keep up to date, subscribe to the channel, share it with whoever you want, and I'll see you next time.